There is a hidden rule in human behavior most people never notice. The moment you stop chasing people, their perception of you changes completely. Now listen carefully. This is not about games or manipulation. It is about how human attention actually works. There is a man who always tries to be valued by others. He responds instantly, explains too much, and overextends himself just to maintain connections. But despite all his effort, something strange happens. People slowly begin to value him less. Not because he lacks worth, but because of how perception is formed. Every morning, he checks his phone before anything else. If someone delays replying, he becomes anxious. If someone pulls away, he tries harder to fix it. He believes effort builds respect. But human psychology works differently. People don't assign value based on effort. They assign value based on emotional distance. When someone is always available, the mind labels them as predictable. And predictable presence reduces curiosity. Now observe what happens when behavior changes. When replies slow down. When attention is no longer constant. The brain begins to reevaluate that person. Questions appear automatically. What changed? Why are they different now? That uncertainty forces attention, and attention increases perceived value, not because the person improved, but because access became less certain. At some point, the man stops chasing, not as a strategy, but because he becomes emotionally exhausted. He stops double texting. He stops explaining himself repeatedly. He stops forcing conversations that feel one-sided. And then something unexpected happens. The same people who were distant begin to return. Not all at once, but gradually. A message here, a check-in there, a simple "How are you?" This is where most people misinterpret what is happening. They assume respect has returned. But what actually changed is perception. He did not suddenly gain value. He simply became less available. And in human behavior, scarcity increases attention. When access is reduced, the mind starts assigning importance again. Because ambiguity triggers mental fixation. When you constantly chase people, you unconsciously teach them how to treat you. When you withdraw, you reset that expectation, not by words, but by behavior. And the mind always reacts to changes in access. What is easy to reach is often taken for granted. What becomes uncertain is mentally prioritized. This is why silence has power. Not because it is a tactic, but because it changes interpretation. When you are always present, you become familiar. When you step back, you become noticed again. Familiarity reduces attention. Distance restores it. And attention is what the human mind mistakes for value. So the real lesson is not to ignore people and not to force distance. The real lesson is this. If your presence is constant, it fades into the background. But if your presence has boundaries, it becomes mentally significant again. And in human psychology, what occupies attention is what gets valued. If this video made you think differently about human behavior, Comment below what you learned or how you see people differently now. I read the comments. Also, I want to know, have you ever experienced someone treating you differently when you stopped chasing them? Share your experience in the comments. And if you are ready to master the logic behind human influence, subscribe to the Logic Sentinel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next analysis. Stay sharp, stay logical.